Good morning, friends. Tracy Bish here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from Central Victoria, Australia. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I hope that you enjoy today's crafting little fun, and I hope that you'll join in this week's challenge as well. So every Sunday we do a new challenge, and I'm really excited for this one. I have quite a lot of Christmas stamps that I really haven't probably used as much as I would have liked this year round. So what I thought we would do is we'll take Christmas stamps and make them into a card that's anything but Christmas. So, which I think is pretty easy to do as well. So I'm really excited for this one. Now I just want to say I'm also really sorry that I couldn't make it live with you today. We're doing a little bit of last minute Christmas shopping. I want to get it all done before December, which meant that we had to go down to Melbourne this morning and to beat that rush and to try and get it done as early as we could so we could be home early in the afternoon. I've decided to do the video on Saturday and have it ready for you this morning. So I hope you do enjoy it, and even though we're not live, but we'll get there. All right, so for the card that I've used today, which is this one here, isn't it gorgeous? So cute. I love the bright colors. I've used two stamp sets from the Christmas catalogue or the holiday mini catalogue. I've got the trees for sale as well as the all bundled up, and I love this all bundled up stamp set. You've got so many great critters there with a bunny, a raccoon, a bird and a moose. I've gone with the moose obviously, and you can't go wrong with all these great Christmas tree backgrounds, or a pine tree background. And I love the nice bright colours in this card as well. So we have lots of greens, parakeet party, shaded spruce, greeny apple green and melon mumbo, just to add that little bit of pink. So greens and pinks, certainly really great colourings together. And yeah, so a really easy card to pop together. A little bit of colouring with our Stampin' Blends, which is also fine as well. So I have my kit here ready to go. One thing I just wanted to show you is these wonderful snowflakes. You get them in a pack, and I think there's quite a few in the pack. They come out ready to be punched out, so you just want to be careful when you're getting them out that because they're so delicate, you want to be really, really gentle with them. But what I love that Stampin' Up have done this, where you get them out yourself, is you've got all that negative space there that you can punch and die cut different things using this gorgeous paper. So you've got plenty of room to do lots of die cutting and punching. So make sure that you use that area as well. So we have a snowflake there ready to go. I have a basic white thick card base, and all the measurements can be found in the description of this video. There is a blog post link that will take you over to my blog, and all the measurements are over there for you. So if you would like to make this card, you certainly can using those directions and dimensions. So basic white thick card base, we have a matching piece of melon mumbo, another piece of basic white thick, and then I've got a piece just for our stamping of the moose. So we can get going with that one. Now we're going to do our stamping first, and I'm going to do the moose before anything else, just because we're stamping with the Memento Tuxedo black ink. I want to allow that to dry enough to colour with the Stampin' Blends, which means that if I stamp it first, let it dry, once we're using the Stampin' Blends, that black won't bleed, which is really, really important. So I'm getting a good even coverage. This was a pretty big stamp, so sometimes it's easier with a big stamp to take your ink pad down to your stamp. If it's a small one, you can tap, tap, tap into your ink pad. So we're just going to get a nice, crisp, beautiful image with that moose. And the moose has a scarf and a beanie. So this would make a really great birthday card if someone has a wintry birthday. All right, so we can start with our background here. I have a couple of stamps from that Trees for Sale stamp set. The great thing is with these trees, you have like your solid background and then you have detail, so you line them together and you're getting a really great detail in the back. We're covering a lot of these up, it's just a little bit of colour in the background, but you can use these. I've used the, what have I got? I've got the larger, the medium, and then I've just got that smaller, more decorative piece. And I'm also using the little snowflakes or the stars in the background of the card as well. It's probably more stars than snowflakes. All right, so we can get started with our trees. I'm going to use the 3 greens. I'm just going to pop these over to the side as well so I can get my ink pads all out and ready. So Parakeet Party, Granny Apple Green, and Shaded Spruce. And I'm just going to stamp all the backgrounds together. So I'm going to get these sort of in along the middle, but you want them at different levels. That way it will also look not quite so uniform. So I've got Parakeet Party down as a solid. This is the Granny Apple Green over the top, which gives it that really dark effect, which I think is really nice. I'm going to add a solid medium one with Parakeet Party again. Then I'm going to come in with the detailed one with Shaded Spruce. So we're just adding lots of different colours in there. You can stamp off. These colours are all pretty similar, so I'm not too worried with any of them. Actually, that's not what I want. Let's bring this one back in. We'll do another large one with Granny Apple Green. So using different variants of sizing to make sure that it's not all one level across. In a forest, they're not all the same. So I'm going to add a dark one just here, and that way we can add in a few middle ones as well. All right, so I'm going to grab this smaller one, with Parakeet Party, just to lighten that up a little bit. Right, and a few in the background. And I also want to add a couple just down a little bit lower here. Like so. I just want to focus on a few of the smaller ones down below. Like so. So I think that has enough greenery there. I'm going to bring in the Melon Mumbo and do those little stars in the background. This star stamp actually has 3 little stars all joined together, so that's going to make easy work stamping these out. You want to focus down around the trees to start with. Also, you want to rotate your stamp around so it's not quite so uniformed, And the other trick is to stamp off the page. Now I want tight little stars. I want lots and lots of stars in here. So I'm making sure that they're all popped together pretty well. But because we're moving our stamp around, they're not going to look like they've all come from the same way. Just looks a little different. So guys, what do you think about this colour combo? I love Gritty Apple Green, is one of my favourites. I was super excited to see the Parakeet Party out. I really wanted a lime green to come out with the last year's annual catalogue, and I was happy with that in colour. So I love those two colours, and even though Magenta Madness was my favourite pink, this one's also really good because it's nice and bright, the Melon Mumbo. Alright, so we have that. Actually, let's bring that ink pad back in. We're going to stamp our sentiment just down the bottom there. Easy. And then we've got our background all ready to go. So we're going to bring in that mousse back in, and we can grab out some stamping blends to colour with. For the stamping blends, I have used a few different ones. We have the Melon Mumbo, and I've actually got the light. I've got from our Natural Tones, the alcohol-based SU500 and the SU800, so I've got those two from the skin tones. We have the Light and Dark Parakeet Party, that's those two here, as well as the Dark Gritty Apple Green. So we're just going to do some quick colouring with these. I'm not doing too much blending with these. I'm going to make it pretty simple, just because I don't want to keep you too long. And fussy cutting, this can take a little while, and what I might do is I'll speed up the process on the video so it's even less time. It doesn't take long to fussy cut, but it can take a few minutes, so it's something that you've got to have time to do. I'm also going to do inside his ears and his mouth as well. So they're not his teeth, that's his tongue. Well, that's what I'm going with anyway. Alright, for the darker SU500, we're going to do his antlers as well as his hoofs or hooves. I did want a bit of a colour variation in the mousse, so I've used two colours. Because these natural skin tones blend really well, I could have done a little bit of blending. But I don't know about you, the silly seasons come fast, and I don't feel like I have a ton of time to create, so it's a little bit of a quick and fast creating time at the moment. So once I've done all the hooves, we're going to go back in with that other natural skin tone colour, which is the 800, SU800, and we're just going to colour in the ears. This is a really light natural colour. You could come back in with the darker colour and add a few shadings in the shadowy areas. I'm going to leave that just that colour. And then we're going to use our 3 Parakeet Party combo as well as the Gritty Apple Green Dark to add the colours in. So I want to do my light Parakeet Party on the top of his bonbon hat. And then we're just going to rotate the colours in his scarf. I've missed down here. So we've gone with a few of those colours. Let's move to the granny apple. And then the light parakeet party. And we just want to finish off his chest area. That turns out so well. We're going to quickly fussy cut this one. You could also get out your wink of Stella and just add a little sparkle of shine, whether it's to his antlers, his hooves, his scarf, or the beanie. You could certainly do all of them, completely up to you. So this challenge, you can use any stamp set that's Christmas themed that you have in your stash, whether it's current, retired, it doesn't matter. You're not restricted. And if it's not Stampin' Up, you could use it as well. I'm happy for you to use whatever you have in your stash. The idea is to get you crafting more so than anything else. And the more people that join in and provide inspiration for everyone, the better the group is. So even if you're not joining in, go over to my Facebook page and have a look. Leave a comment for anyone who has left their creation there. We all like to hear nice things said about our cards and projects, so please feel free to go over and leave a comment on everyone's cards. So we're almost done. Just leaving a nice little border all the way around. I love these bright colours of the greens and pinks. And I also think that, you know, although I said it's a birthday card, it could be given for anything because the sentiment says you're the coolest. So, which sort of covers any occasion. Cute. Let's bring our card back in and we can start assembling it all together. I'm going to use some liquid glue to attach the layer of basic white and melon mumbo together. This is just a nice little melon mumbo layer around. Now if you like conserving your cardstock, one thing before you stamp this or ink this down is die cut a shape or a couple of shapes out of your cardstock that's not going to be seen. There's nothing wrong with that. It's actually a really good practice to do in saving a cardstock. So we're going to add some dimensionals to that, and we can add this to the card base. Hopefully everyone's thinking about what stamp sets they've got at home, or even die sets you have at home that are Christmas related, that you would like to do your project on, your challenge card with. Now we're going to attach the snowflake to the back of the mousse, and for that I'm just going to grab some mini glue dots and add that to the center. Like so. And then we're going to add some dimensionals to our mousse here to pop him up. And actually, now that I've popped these down, it would be really helpful to maybe use your mini dimensionals so you could get up a little bit closer to the ends. I can cut these down for his legs, that will help, just to support the legs as well. So I'm just cutting the bones areas of the dimensionals. Perfect. Let's add this down to our card base, and then we're just going to finish the card with one more thing, which is something that I've been using a lot lately. I don't know whether it's because in my drawer I actually have quite a few packets of these, so I'm a little bit more conscious about using them than leaving them in the drawer. But so let's add. I want to be careful to make sure that the snowflake doesn't go off the side, but I don't want to cover up my sentiment either. So this one's more in the center, but it won't matter. Cute. It's cute, but we're going to just add some rhinestones because the sparkliness of the rhinestones is always super cute. These are so inexpensive. The basic rhinestones are in the annual catalogue. They're extremely inexpensive. You have a whole heap in each pack, and they make the cards look awesome. So we have. Perfect. How cute is this card? So a Christmas stamp set. I've actually used 2 Christmas stamp sets in this card to create a non-Christmas card. So let me just quickly bring in those 2 stamp sets again so you can see them. That is the Trees for Sale and the All Bundled Up from the Holiday Mini Catalogue to create a cool, you're awesome card, or you're the coolest card. There we have it. I really hope that you've enjoyed today's card. I hope that you'll come and join in this week's challenge. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do that. I have I have all the measurements over on my blog, so there is a blog post link in the description of this video. There's also a link to a couple of things going on. One is the online only version of the Christmas stamp camp is still available. There are no kits or no product involved. It is PDF and video tutorials, 8 beautiful funfold Christmas cards and 3D projects that you can create. Wendy Cranford and myself have popped this together, so it is an awesome class, so I highly recommend anyone getting involved in. There is a link to that in the description of the video as well as the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle is now available using the Boughs of Holly, and anyone who purchases in my online store this month using the host code, so if you're in need of any of the supplies that were used on today's card or anything else, purchase them in my online store using the host code. And I have a handmade card that I'll send out to you, as well as a bundle tutorial that is packed full of some wonderful projects. I've actually got it here. There are actually 46 projects, and my printer's not working quite so well, so it's a little bit hard to see, but these are really cute projects in here. Now if you're spending $150 or more, you'll get the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle also as a free gift. So amazing. Now quickly I just wanted to say as well, if our new mini catalogue that will be available in January are just starting to arrive to demonstrators, if you want to get in early, so our pre-order starts the 1st of December, which is in, you know, a few days. If you want to get in early, you can't wait till January, you can sign up with the starter kit and be part of my team, and you'll be able to order as of the 1st of December from that mini catalogue. So super exciting. There's a really great special with signing up, so I'll try and put the details in the bottom here. It's $169. You get to choose $235 worth of product, and every order after that is 20% off, as well as being part of a wonderful team and a wonderful company. So if you want to get your craft supplies at a discount, it's a great way to do it. And by getting in and purchasing that starter kit now, you'll be able to order from the mini catalogue come next month, which is super exciting. All right, I've rambled enough. I hope that you have a wonderful Sunday, and I hope that I get all my Christmas shopping done today. Cross your fingers for me, because I think I'll need it going to Melbourne and going with all the hordes of everyone else doing Christmas shopping, but I'm hoping that we'll get there. This is my last day of doing it because I don't want to do any shopping in December because that's crazy. All right, everyone, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all soon. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right, bye-bye. See ya.